Hello YouTube and welcome back to Jimmy Bob 25 Motorsports. And today we are going over the month of May motorsport news for supercars plus more. So if you enjoy the videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to Jimmy Bob 25, the main channel, and let's get into the video. So first of all, the Australian sports have joined Roblox. Fox Sports have added cricket, supercars, and AFL to the popular game Roblox. Me personally, I have got Roblox back up and running on my PlayStation, and how I feel about it. The racing is there on PlayStation. The cricket, I only played it for like few minutes, but it was confusing on how to do stuff and all that. So parody back into the spotlight. Yay, the lovely thing that we call parody. Gotta love it. The Camaros have had a minor upgrade to the front splitter, rear wing, and small change to the front fascia. Okay. I believe now they might have reverted some of the changes. I'm pretty sure they went back to the old front splitter and rear wing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Legendary Ford Mustang makes its way across to America. Scotto McLaughlin, that's a name that I haven't said in a while. His 2020 number 17 Mustang was on display at the Indy 500. I don't know where he finished, but it was... Well, anything to do like NASCAR, IndyCar, I don't really like the circuit. Indy's is a actual circuit, isn't it? So I don't know. Moving on. Milestone weekend. On both Saturday races, we celebrated the 100th race of the Gen 3 era, and which was race 14, I believe. And then race 15 was the 100th race of Simmons Plains Raceway for both supercars / ATCC, which is Australian Touring Cars Championship. So yeah, so that was pretty special. I did watch those races and some shocks came out of them. Wow. Okay. Brody continues to slip. Race 14 started decent with a P3 and an exciting battle with Brocky Feeney. But the issue started in race 15 with David Reynolds locking up into the turn 4 hairpin, caving in Brody's, jeez, I can't speak today, rear, and then a fuel connection issue in the first pit stop of the main race, race 16. Caused Brody to have to fuel save in the second stint, and then he just couldn't recover, causing him to drop another place in the championship. I was reading an article that Supercars posted out on Tuesday, and they said that, and it said that Mark Winterbottom has said that don't count out Brody Kostecki, which is true. You never count out. The field is so tight these days that for all we know, Ryland Gray could just storm away with the championship. Like, get into the top 10, right? get more races. Well, yeah, get into the top 10, get into the finals, win, done. So the grid is so jam packed. It's good to see. Brock Feeney continues to show his class. After Brock won on the Sunday race, he has now joined DJ Dick Johnson on 30 ATCC/Supercar wins, and so far this year he has jumped Russell Ingall, Greg Murphy, and Marcus Ambrose with a 21.7% win rate from 138 starts. That is an interesting statistic. We go on with as I said, I'm repeating myself, but it's an interesting statistic that it's good to see, but also me not really liking Red Bull. That's not what you want to see. And most of those race wins came last year because just the pure dominance that he had. This year, bro, it's more even. So yeah. Moving on, Toyota's dominance will bore fans. Yes, that is a huge exaggeration, but over the race weekend, over the Tasmanian race weekend, we had Chaz Mostert and Andre Heimgartner took both Saturday races wins, which is really good to see for the Toyota Supras coming into form, and especially good for Chazzy Mostert. And it marks Andre Heimgartner's first win in the dry. Like you could see it on the super soft tire race. He was absolutely flying. Like, it was great to see. Revamped wildcard program for Tickford Racing. In 2026, Tickford Racing will run their 3 wildcard entry 3 times with 2 new drivers. The Ford team will race in Townsville with Ruben Goodold, and Ben Gomersall will race in Ipswich. And I thought it was confirmed, but maybe not. But both drivers will race at the Air Touch Bend 500. There is a thought. Actually, no. One of them's a co-driver for one of the Tickford boys, so maybe not. In both drivers said in interviews that they are very excited, with Goodall saying having the opportunity to work closer with the race team, Waters and Randall, in the lead up to the Ryco Enduro Cup is fantastic. Is fantastic preparation at a critical part of the season. So that is the Supercars news. Well, actually, no. There's talk about Supercars going back to Phillip Island. Me personally, I would like to see Supercars go back to Phillip Island. Like the Gen 2 era, the racing was meh at best. But in the longer, like in the Gen 3 era, it could be interesting. So I hope this goes through. Plus, I say we're getting a new race onto the calendar, if it actually does join the calendar. So yeah, I would like to see it. They have the Maguire's Bathurst 12 hour has been announced. The Bathurst 12 hour will be run from Thursday the 11th of February to Sunday the 14th of February, which falls perfectly for it if Max wants to race. There is talk of Max Verstappen actually racing the Bathurst 12 hour. Again, I would like to see that. Plus also then, like the week after, they go back to Bahrain and get testing for Formula 1. So, could be good to get more seat time as well. Even if it is a different car. Speaking of Max Verstappen, he has been an incredibly busy person with the Nürburgring 24 hours. Yes, he raced that, and yes, there must be a curse on him. The Nürburgring has a curse on Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen and his teammates were running in P1 until their drive shaft went bang. Or I believe it was the drive shaft. I'm not 100% sure. Crushing the win, first time of asking. Partway through the night, Max Verstappen was driving the car and he went wheel to wheel with Mara Engel, which was great to see. Throughout the whole race, I would tune in and out at times. With Mara Engel pushing the 80. Do it off the road. Might have been Max's. I'm pretty sure it was Max that pushed Mara off the road. I might have got that wrong actually. Off the road, but the battle continued with the number 3 later winning. About 4.5 hours from the end, a lap car and Max were battling when a Porsche was in the road. The Porsche squeezed the lap car onto the grass, which spun the Porsche in front of Max Verstappen, which narrowly avoided contact and then later dived into the pit lane. That was on the front straight. So, and again, I did see that. So, it was hair-raising, to say the least. So, anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Very quiet month in terms of supercars. Formula 1 is... this month has been way more exciting than what supercars has been. So, thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know what to do. And we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.